Hey, and welcome back to Blue's Garden, sowing my 2024 cherry tomato seeds. Hi, this is planting my 2024 cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomato seeds are a huge favorite of our family. I love them. They're great snacking. I plant a variety of them for a couple of reasons. Number one, I plant them for their looks and color. I plant them for their flavor. White cherry tomato is our whole family's personal favorite. It's almost like candy. It's so sweet, very little acid. I plant the black cherry for the color. It makes a great contrast in a salad. The red sweetie tomato looks awesome on the tip of a kebab and great in a salad. The yellow pear, again, another great contrasting color in salads. New for us this year is a grape tomato called MoonBeam, and I will let you know how we feel about that. Bright yellow, looks like a great option. Can't wait to see how it comes out. So here's what follows. Our 2024 cherry tomato, plum, grape, tomato seeds sowing. I'm going to start with the MoonBeam. This is a grape tomato, which is typically smaller, slightly smaller, but a little more meaty, less watery than a typical cherry tomato. Now, I'm going to take what I usually do, my little seed starter, 6 holes, 1 in each cell. I'm going to put 1 to 2 seeds per. I'm going to pinch the soil over and fill it in. 1 to 2 seeds means that I will typically get between 9 and 12 seedlings if all are successful in germination, but that's not the case usually. Often they're not always all successful, but I'll get at least 6 or so out of a 6-pack. Next up is a yellow pear, which is something that we've done before. I love it for the color. It is it's basically a cherry tomato that's a little more elongated. Again, 1 to 2 per cell, 9 to 6 per 6-pack. I have grown this, as I said, a few years in a row, and we love them for the color. They make for a great little contrast in salads with my little red cherry tomatoes. And next up is our white cherry tomato, which is a big family favorite. Really sweet. We love them. They're almost like candy. Half the time I can't resist eating them while I'm outside in the garden before I even get them inside. But I plant almost twice as many as any other one type of cherry tomato. So I am usually pretty good with my harvests for them. Similar, trusty number 2 pencil, make a little hole in each, 1 to 2 per cell. Pinch all of the soil in to get good seed to soil contact. And I will, as I said, I'm going to plant about twice as many as I typically do for the others. I happen to love them. Very little acid, much sweeter. I think the white cherry is my personal favorite of all of the tomatoes, cherry tomato, grape, pears that I grow. Next up, black cherry tomato. I used to do both a blueberry cherry and a black cherry. I find the black cherry to be a decent size harvest in terms of prolific. The blueberry cherry was a lot less, and the reason for the blueberry and black is, as somebody who loves to cook, I find presentation is almost as important as flavor. Obviously flavor first, but presentation of these on a dish is fantastic. Wonderful color, great contrast to the other items on the table. Black cherry, good flavor, great color. a great little addition to my harvests. Next, the ever famous Sweetie cherry tomato. Probably the first one that most people know of. Trusty number 2. I'm going to actually do quite a few of these as well, but trusty number 2 and 1 to 2 seeds, 9 to 12 per 6-pack. Lots of, pinch it off so you get good soil to seed contact. That'll give you a good germination. I tend to plant these both here in my garden outside of Boston area and also my gardens on the Cape. It's just a matter of wandering outside and picking a great tomato and pretty prolific. I think if anybody's planting these, you'll be very happy. Tucker gets exhausted sometimes. Tiki, however, just can't seem to settle down. So, on they go, underneath the humidity dome with a heat lamp. That's them there. I end up about 6 days later with them starting to germinate. Sweeties, you can see them all starting to pop up. A couple days later, I noticed that the black cherry actually has, the yellow pear is the only one that hasn't germinated. Please share this video, it really helps. Thanks, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Blues Garden tips.